3 years ago, my bank account was a big fat zero. I remember staring at my online banking screen, feeling a mix of disbelief and panic. How did I get here? I had just graduated, full of hope and ambition, but my financial reality was a stark contrast to my dreams. Yep, you read that right. $0. It was a harsh wake-up call. I had no savings, no investments, and a mountain of student loans. I felt like I was at the bottom of a deep dark pit with no way out. I was fresh out of college, full of dreams, but my wallet was emptier than a magician's hat after a disappearing act. Sound familiar? Many of us start our adult lives this way, with big aspirations but little financial knowledge or resources. It's a common story, but it doesn't have to be the end of the story. Don't worry, because I'm here to tell you that financial freedom isn't just for the lucky few. It's not reserved for those born into wealth, or those who catch a lucky break. Financial freedom is within reach for anyone willing to put in the work and make smart choices. It's achievable for everyone, even if you start with nothing. I know because I've been there. I started with zero, and through a combination of learning, planning, and persistence, I turned my financial situation around. It wasn't easy, but it was possible. Think of it as a magical quest, and trust me, the reward is worth every bit of effort. Imagine embarking on a journey where each step you take brings you closer to your financial goals. Along the way, you'll learn valuable lessons, face challenges, and discover your own financial superpowers. This is the story of how I transformed my financial life from zero to $1 million in just 3 short years. It wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme or a stroke of luck. It was the result of careful planning, disciplined saving, and smart investing. Get ready for some money magic. I'm going to share with you the strategies and mindset shifts that help me achieve financial success. From budgeting and saving to investing and growing your wealth, I'll cover it all. You'll see that with the right approach, you too can create your own financial magic. Are you ready to unlock your own financial superpowers? Let's do this. Together, we'll embark on this journey, and by the end, you'll have the tools and confidence to take control of your financial future. So grab your wand, put on your cape, and let's make some money magic happen.
Let's be real. Being broke is tough. It's a feeling that can weigh you down, making every day seem like an uphill battle. The stress of not knowing how you'll make ends meet can be overwhelming.
Ramen noodles for every meal? It's not just about the food. It's about the constant reminder that you're struggling. Each bite is a testament to the sacrifices you're making. Saying no to fun outings with friends? It's more than just missing out on a good time. It's the feeling of isolation, of being left behind while everyone else seems to be moving forward. Been there, done that, and it's not glamorous. The days blur together, each one a repeat of the last, filled with worry and doubt. It's easy to feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle. But here's the secret. Struggle can be the fuel that ignites your fire for success. It's in these moments of hardship that we find our true strength. The determination to push through, to rise above, is born from these challenges. I remember feeling so frustrated seeing my friends splurging while I was stuck counting pennies. It felt like they were living in a different world, one that I could only watch from the outside. But then I realized something important. I had a choice. I could let this situation define me, or I could take control and redefine my future. It was a pivotal moment, one that changed everything. I could either wallow in self-pity or use this challenge as motivation to change my financial destiny. I chose the latter. I started setting goals, making plans, and taking small steps towards a better future. And that, my friends, is when the magic truly began. Each small victory built upon the last, creating a momentum that was unstoppable. The struggle that once seemed insurmountable became the foundation of my success. I immersed myself in learning, books, courses, mentors. I sought out every resource I could find. Knowledge became my weapon, and with it, I started to see opportunities where there were once only obstacles. Physical fitness became a part of my journey too. It wasn't just about financial health, it was about building a strong, resilient mind and body. The discipline I developed in the gym translated into every other area of my life. Networking was another key. I connected with like-minded individuals who were on similar paths. Their support and encouragement were invaluable, and together we lifted each other up. As I grew, so did my confidence. I started taking on new challenges, pushing myself beyond my comfort zone. Each success, no matter how small, was a testament to my resilience and determination. And then, the milestones started to add up. The first time I could afford a nice meal, the first time I could say yes to a night out with friends, the first time I saw my savings grow. Each moment was a victory. Reflecting on my journey, I realized that the struggle was a gift. It taught me lessons I wouldn't have learned otherwise. It shaped me into a stronger, more determined person. Today I embrace the challenges that come my way. I know that each one is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become even stronger. The struggle is no longer something to fear, but something to welcome. So, if you're in the midst of a struggle, remember this. It's not the end of your story, it's just the beginning. Use it as your fuel, let it ignite your fire, and watch as you turn your struggle into strength. One day, I stumbled upon a quote that changed everything. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. It was a simple yet profound statement that resonated deeply within me. I had heard similar sentiments before, but this time it felt different. It was as if the universe was trying to tell me something important, something I had been ignoring for far too long. It hit me like a bolt of lightning. Suddenly, I was filled with a sense of clarity and purpose that I hadn't felt in years. I realized that I had been living my life on autopilot, going through the motions without any real passion or enthusiasm. It was a wake-up call that I desperately needed. I realized I was stuck in a dead-end job I hated, which was draining my energy and my bank account. Every day felt like a struggle, and I was constantly stressed and unhappy. I knew I needed to make a change, but I didn't know where to start. The thought of leaving my stable job was terrifying, but the idea of staying in a job I hated for the rest of my life was even more frightening. That's when I decided to follow my passion for graphic design. I had always loved creating art and designing things, but I had never considered it as a viable career option. I'd been conditioned to believe that pursuing a creative career was risky and impractical. But in that moment, I realized that I would rather take a risk and do something I love than play it safe and be miserable. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to turn my passion into profit. I started by researching the graphic design industry and learning as much as I could about the skills and tools I would need. I took online courses, watched tutorials, and practiced every chance I got. I was determined to become the best designer I could be. I started by taking on freelance gigs, working late nights and weekends to build my portfolio and my client base. It was exhausting, but also incredibly rewarding. I loved the feeling of creating something beautiful and seeing my clients' reactions when they saw the final product. It was a feeling I had never experienced in my previous job. It wasn't always easy, but the fire in my belly kept me going. There were times when I doubted myself and wondered if I had made the right decision. But every time I felt like giving up, I reminded myself of that quote and why I had started this journey in the first place. I knew that if I kept pushing forward, I would eventually achieve my goals. Remember, passion is the most powerful magic of all. It has the power to transform your life and help you achieve things you never thought possible. If you have a dream or a passion, don't be afraid to pursue it. It may be challenging, and there may be obstacles along the way, but the rewards are worth it. Trust in yourself and your abilities, and never give up on your dreams. Here's a little secret. My 9-to-5 wasn't going to make me a millionaire, at least not anytime soon, if ever. So I embraced the power of the side hustle, and it changed everything. I started small, offering my design services on freelance platforms, designing logos for local businesses, and even selling custom-made t-shirts online. Every extra rupee I earned went straight into my financial freedom fund. It felt amazing seeing my savings grow steadily, and it motivated me to hustle even harder. Remember, every drop counts when you're filling your money cauldron.